If you want a lasting relationship, or more specifically, a loving, healthy relationship, you need to ask your partner these two questions. 1, how or when do I unintentionally hurt your feelings? And 2, what could I do differently to make you feel more loved? It sounds simple, and maybe it is. Maybe you already know the answers to these questions, that's great. Or maybe you're terrified, because even the thought of asking those questions brings up guilt or shame. And if that's the case, I hear you, but that right there is the soft spot for you to work on, so that you can show up for yourself and for the person that you love. Have the conversation, be curious, be open, take accountability, and remember that the relationship you want requires effort, forgiveness, communication, and intentional love.
There's 4 questions I asked my husband before we got married. I've known him since I was 11. 1, what do you truly want your life to look like? What do you both want to do? Do you want to work? Where do you want to live? Marriage isn't about guessing your way through the important decisions. It's about building a shared vision before you sign up for forever. Number 2, do you want kids or not? Sounds simple, but most people never actually talk about it. They just assume and figure it out later. Later usually means resentment. You need to know now. 3, what's your ethical compass? In your mind, what makes a good and a bad person? Are you into monogamy, polyamory, cheating, faith in God? Your foundation is super hard to reset. Number 4, what does a life well lived look like? And what are you willing to sacrifice to get it? Don't just tell them your goals. Tell them what you're going to do to get them. No matter what it is, you need to know.
How will you know if you are the problem in the relationship? It's easy to think you are smart, responsible, the reasonable one, the mature one in the relationship. But what if the real problem is you? Well, here are 8 signs that you're the one creating the tension. 1, you have to win every argument. For you, it's not about finding a solution. It's about being right. 2, you dismiss your partner's emotions as overreaction. If you're too sensitive is your go-to response, that is a red flag. 3, you rarely apologize. And when you do, it's followed by, but you also did. That is not an apology. That is deflection. 4, you go silent instead of addressing conflict. The cold shoulder doesn't make things better. It just builds resentment and contempt. 5, you criticize constantly, but you rarely offer solutions or encouragement. 6, you expect your partner to read your mind. Unspoken needs lead to unmet needs. 7, you bring up past score points in the present. That is not accountability. That's emotional weaponry. 8, you blame everything on them and never stop to ask, what am I getting wrong? Or am I missing something? Self-awareness isn't a weakness. It's actually a strength. It's a superpower. It is the first step towards growth, because great relationships don't need perfect people. They need humble people, honest people, willing to say, I am not perfect. I was wrong. I want to do better. I'm a work in progress.
The biggest reason for divorce is actually not infidelity. It's not finances, not even the death of a child. All those things are hard. Human beings are absolutely incredibly resilient. Number 1 reason for divorce is uncommunicated expectation.
You can save a relationship that's falling apart, but only if you understand this one truth. Any relationship can be fixed, but only when both people actually want to fix it. That means talking, listening, and being willing to change what's hurting the other person. Harsh words are just defenses. They don't heal anything. Kindness does. Kindness gets heard. Kindness repairs what anger breaks. You don't win love by attacking it. You don't build connection with insults. If you're fighting each other, you've already lost. Start fighting for each other. A broken heart can be mended, but not with silence, not with resentment. Remember why you chose each other in the first place. That's where healing begins.
The couples that last the longest are the ones that understand how to repair after a conflict. You're gonna fight. The goal should never be to not have any conflict in your relationship. The couples that come back to connection after some sort of rupture, the ones that master that communication, master that art of repair, those are the couples that last the longest. The ones that you can both take ownership over it, have a conversation, be like, babe, I'm so sorry. Like, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have reacted that way. I can totally see the impact that had on you. And then you can pull each other in, give each other a kiss, and move on with your day in connection. Those are the relationships that last the longest. It's not the ones that don't fight.
You're married to a human, not a mind reader. You have to talk. You have to express yourself. A lot of marriages fail due to unexpressed and unspoken expectations. You have to talk. Tell them what you want. Tell them what your needs are. Tell them what your fantasies are. Tell them what's bothering you. But pick your words properly. Use wisdom. Use dignity. Use tact when you approach your spouse. And make sure you raise issues at the right time. But don't assume they just know what you want. Don't assume they know what you're going through.
The question for your marriage is not whether you will fight, but it's how you will fight. And healthy marriages fight not to win, but actually fight to be one, to be connected. They fight not for their interest, but for the interest of the marriage moving forward. Knowing the goal is a lifelong covenant before God, we actually go into conflict with that goal in mind. So if you fight to win, you lose every time. Be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love, and make every effort to keep the unity. The goal of conflict in your marriage isn't victory, it's unity.
The secret to a happy marriage isn't romance, it's behavior. Happy marriages aren't complicated, they're disciplined. Rule 1 is be kind when it's hardest. That's when it really matters. Rule 2, never keep score. Counting kills connection. Rule 3, protect the marriage from the outsiders. Problems stay inside the marriage. Rule 4, assume goodwill. Most pain comes from bad assumptions. The big one, win the relationship, not the argument. Being right is cheap. Being connected is priceless.
5 things I would stop doing after 25 years of being a relationship coach. First and foremost, stop distracting yourself to death. You're sitting on the couch next to the most important person in your life, and you're distracted by your phone or the game. Even our kids are distracting us from our most important love. Second, quit comparing your relationship to others. I will promise you, after sitting with thousands of couples, there are no perfect relationships. Nobody's got everything going for them consistently. Number 3, stop ignoring your previously diagnosed mental health conditions. If you know you have anxiety, go work on your anxiety. If you know depression's hitting you, work on your depression. If you have ADHD, go deal with the ADHD so that our relationships don't have to suffer through things that we could do something about. 4th, stop using the old fight or flight patterns. Can you think of something that you thought about for years and the exact same way? It's not working. So you gotta figure out another way to do it. And if you don't know how to do that, then you gotta go get help. Read a book, listen to podcasts, come take some coaching, get some skills so that you quit doing the same old fight or flight pattern. 5th and finally, stop going to bed separately. It's a big impact when we can go have some time to cuddle, have some time to talk. Just that pattern gives you more and more time to be one together.
Between the honeymoon phase and the forever after, there is a phase in a relationship that nobody talks about. I call it the construction phase. This is when the butterflies have settled, the hormone high is gone, the novelty in the relationship fades, and you see them for the first time. You have real arguments, you see their flaws, insecurities, tears, and anger. Most people think of this as falling out of love. But this is the most important phase in your relationship because it sets the foundation for what is to follow. You learn things like how do we fight and how do we repair? Do we go cold or do we solve it together? This is where that pattern sets in. You determine things like, are we going to keep dating each other, surprising each other, putting in effort, or do we let our relationship get boring? You also figure out things like, can we have hard conversations or does it become a defensive war? You have to remember you cannot go from the honeymoon phase to the forever after without putting in the work in the construction phase.
Behind every single fight that you have with your partner is a desire to be understood, a desire to feel seen and heard. When you're sitting there arguing about the dishes, the forgotten plans, the lack of intimacy, all the hours they spend at work, what we're really trying to say is, I'm overwhelmed and I need more support. I miss you and I want more connection. I feel like I'm not a priority and I need reassurance that you care. We can argue in circles all day with the, you never do this, I always do that, you never listen, I'm always to blame. But the reality is you won't get anywhere worthwhile until you both stop and ask, what is it that we're really trying anything to say. When you strip away the blame, the defensiveness, and the scorekeeping, what's left is two people who want to feel valued, two people who want to feel supported and loved. So next time, before the argument starts to spiral, ask yourself, what do I actually feel and want? How can I say that in a way that they can actually hear? And how can I consider and support their feelings too?